Hello and welcome to my shop. My name is Tracy Maxfield and this is Hammer Down Woodworking. I have about 3 videos out on different videos out on this Porter Cable 4216 dovetail jig. Well, here comes number 4, and stick around, you're going to want to see this one. Roughly around a month ago, I had a viewer by the name of Chad Abrams contacted me in reference to one of the videos. I've got 3 videos on YouTube on this Porter Cable 4216 dovetail jig. He watched one of them in reference to that video. He contacted me and wanted to know if I would be interested in trying out some of his templates. Now, to my understanding, he's not going to market these. He's not selling templates or anything, but this template is pretty unique. I haven't tried it yet myself, but off camera I have set up the jig and got it ready to go for time's sake. But the only thing that you have to do is mark the center of one of your boards that you're going to be putting your dovetails in. And you know, in the past we have to take the board, feed it up in there, and then you have to move it back and forth between the fingers in order to line it up and try to get an equal distance hanging off each side for the outside pins of the pin board. This template should take that guesswork out of that and that excessive amount of measuring that you have to do. Let me show you what I'm talking about. These are the templates, and he has done these on a CNC machine, which I don't have, so I'm glad he sent these to me. Thanks for that, Chad. He's got 2 different templates. These are for the 1/2-inch dovetail bit, and he's also sent these other 2 small ones. They're for the 1/4-inch dovetail bit and pattern bit. But we're going to use the 1/2-inch, and we're going to cut I milled this earlier, and they're both 4 inches wide and 1/2 inch thick. And we're just going to cut a set of pins and a set of tails using this template and see how well those join up. See if they're flush on each end. Try that out and see how the template works. And right here's where the measuring comes in. You'd have to take your calipers and try to get an equal distance on each side. Let me get my arm out of the way. On each side of those 2 outside tails, in order to have even pins on that board. Here's what this template does. And he's etched these slots in these, and you can fill them with your finger. And I found that it is best if you turn that etch toward the board. That way you're not looking through that acrylic sideways. But you slide that up on there and just move your center mark right to that line. And you want to make sure that you're all the way up against the template on each side. Lock it down, and then you can pull that off. Slide your brake over and tighten that down. And then you're ready to cut. And when you cut your tails in that board, you take it out. You done set your positive stop on it, your bracket over here. So all you'd have to do next is pop your pin board in, cut it, and there you go. Let's try it and see how it works. Now let's see how we're doing as far as fit. I didn't have a backer board in there that would prevent blowout. They're a little tight. Those turned out pretty good, and as far as being even, that is the pin board is, this is exaggerated of course, it is down just a hair, but now that can be error on my part. And what I mean by error on my part, let me take this back apart. When I line one of those marks up with my pencil mark, I could have been just a little bit off. And it is not much. It is not much at all. I mean, your fingernail just barely catches it. But the main thing that we are concerned with is the distance of this pin. But now it's narrow on this side and wide on that side, of course, for the shape of the dovetail. So we're going to get a measurement on the widest side here and the widest side here. And this is pine, it's soft. I'm not going to smash the calipers real hard because it will bury up into it and give us a false reading on it. But I'm going to just bring it up to it and get a reading and see what the difference is. 26.1. $26.9. So it's not a lot of difference. And taking into account that when I line this up with my center mark, when I line that line up with my center mark, it all depends upon if I'm actually marked center and if I have this. So there is still room for some human error in it, not a lot. That is so close. I would take that all day long. I would take that all day long. But this right here, I have to get it on my mark, and first off, my mark does have to be dead center of the board. So yeah, that's a good template. That is a very, very good template. Now, Chad has made 4 of these templates, 2 of them for the 1/2 inch and 2 of them for the 1/4 inch dovetail bit. And this one right here is actually the one that I just used. We tested this one and it was just random. It was no particular reason for testing this one. This is the one I tested and it worked fine. Very, very little off. And that could have been me. That could have been me that done that. Same thing with this one. It fits onto the jig from either side. So if you were doing through dovetails or if you were doing half blinds, it would work either way. And the same thing for this one, which is for the 1/4 inch. Make sure I got that in screen. And also this one. And both of them are duplicates of each other, just smaller scale. But Chad, you done good on that one, buddy. That's a good template. I'm going to put that in my box and I will be using that. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, thanks for watching.